Hey there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Subculture TV. Today, we're going to be going over the most controversial thing this season, which is the Crunchyroll Awards. Hey there, everyone. My name's Tyler.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Chris.
And today, we're going to be talking about the Crunchyroll Awards. Now, again, for reference, for people that are new to the Crunchyroll Awards, it's not up until this past season, this most recent one. It's so for 2024, the only people that could participate were animes that aired from October 2022 to September 2023.
Yeah.
And I will say, when I was originally looking, I forgot about that. And I was like, where is Eminence in Shadow? It has to have won at least one award. Best comedy, best something.
Eminence in Shadow, Ragna Crimson, like all of these new shows.
Well, Ragna Crimson I knew wasn't going to be on there because it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
But I was like, where is Eminence, But it just passed the cuff.
October.
It was
right?
October, yeah. So...
No, I would say I definitely have less of a problem with this year's than last year's. I think last year's was so incredibly rigged because
it was so bad.
You had so many people just voting for the Attack on Titan season just because it's Attack on Titan.
And it's the final season.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
It was the final season, part 4.5 out of 6.5. It's like, it was, I hated it.
Yeah, like for AOT, it's been split through so many years that what season do we even put it in? Like, can we even count the score if we've had the score since 2021?
Weren't they different scores?
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Does score refer to the opening song, or does that refer to just like the background music? Because if we're talking about background music, they like to use the same
no,
thing.
because I think because anime song is its own category.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think opening scores has to probably include like the actual animation with it.
Yeah,
No,
like
it's not opening score. It's best score.
So like,
sorry, but there's like also like one that's called like opening something.
That one is opening song.
Yeah.
And then you have score separately.
Yeah.
AOT won score. Opening song went to JJK.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, let's not spoil things. Let's go into them one by one.
Okay.
Because there's a lot that I think like are gonna be very quick like yeses, and then and there's gonna be like a few that I think I'm not too sure on.
So obviously the biggest one is Anime of the Year.
Wait, before we get into that, let me just also say one thing. For those of you that are new to the Anime Awards, it's also something you can vote on every year, which kind of skews whether or not it's really the best, whatever. It's really just a popularity vote at the end of the day. Like, to an extent, I wish we had like an Academy Awards of the anime.
To an extent.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, I really wish that it was actually judged fairly and not just based on popularity.
And recency bias, because I know like that's a lot of it too.
Yeah.
Because I always forget about animes that happen for like a 1 year time span.
Yeah.
Because it just came, like the results just came out, but it only went up to fall of last year.
Yeah.
So we now have to think 2 years back for when it first started. And that's asking a little too much of us, especially considering we watched like 20 new episodes each season, like 20 new series each season.
Well, a lot of seasons also this year were those 4 episode ones.
Which I always appreciate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, I won't start asking the questions because I haven't looked through like all of the lists, and I'm like, I really hope, the one on High Dive, the horror one.
Oh, Dark Gathering?
Dark Gathering. I hope it won at least like horror or something, but we'll get there when we get there.
That's kind of I'll give like a little spoiler. There's things that don't exist like that. Like they don't go into all the genres. They only take like the top genres that most people would kind of classify under. So unfortunately it didn't. I think it should still like classify as like a fantasy. Because at what point are things like, I hate it. What is something a fantasy? Is it because it's a different world, or like how does it work?
Because fantasy is so popular that Dark Gathering realistically wouldn't win against other fantasies. Yeah. But they would win horror. Like it is the best horror.
They're the only good horror anime.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
What about like thriller maybe?
I think they should come out with thriller. Because I think...
Is there enough thriller animes to fill that spot though?
I think you could
Best Dark Gathering.
I mean,
I
I feel like you could do like a dark fantasy.
Yeah, or just like
as
dark.
like a sub.
I think
Yeah,
just
or
dark,
dark.
in general. Because I think there's a lot of dark animes, especially nowadays, that are meant for like the older generation. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can understand why they don't have it. I'm still mad at Crunchyroll. They didn't bring back Best Girl and Best Guy.
Wait, they didn't bring those back?
No,
That's whack.
no.
So it's okay. We'll fill that in.
But
Yeah,
instead, they voted for best girl or best guy at least and the supporting character. I think that's what people did.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's funny.
oh, I have no idea who won that, but let's get into this. So, anime of the year, JJK.
Easy.
I completely agree with that.
I agree. I'm just a little shocked, and that it's more in the sense just because like
I was surprised it beat One Piece.
yeah, that because of Gear 5.
That's what I was thinking.
Specifically that reason alone.
I could see that, but to be fair, like, yeah, Gear 5 is great, and in addition, JJK had a couple mishaps in terms of not finishing the animation. Yeah. But at the same time, you got to think about it like anime of the year. Like, it has to have mass appeal to everyone. And One Piece, like, it has great appeal to people who already watch it. But you're not going to get those newbies coming in that are just like, yeah, One Piece. And even if they went in, like, they're not going to have caught up, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's still just shocking just because, like, because you had the One Piece live action.
Yeah.
That popped off. So I would have figured, like, a lot of that recency stuff would have put them over the top.
I think the hard part with it is that a lot of people that like One Piece can like also watch Jujutsu Kaisen. So it's kind of like a split vote.
Yeah.
And then if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like you love Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it is like I think going to be this generation's One Piece, if you really think.
I agree. You know what I don't really understand? Okay, I get how people feel about like bandwagoning, right? Like in terms of if a lot of people like it, yeah, you want to share in that joy, right? I get it. But I don't understand people who like unnecessarily hate people for bandwagoning. Like it's like they're not hurting you. Why can't you just let them love what they love? Like, you know, people that are like, oh, you only like JJK because like it's so mainstream, or you're just bandwagoning. It's like, no, I've liked it from the beginning, but also, even if I was, what's the problem? Why can't I like something?
I also, like, don't understand people that don't like JJK, because, like, they never have a good reason for it, right? They always say, like...
It's too mainstream.
Like, it's too mainstream, which I'm like, one, that doesn't make sense.
I know.
Like, your fucking favorite anime is One Piece. Yeah. Actually, like, get out of here.
Yeah,
that's the most... They have a Netflix original live action, all right?
Like,
with $1 million+ budget per episode. You're, like, don't talk about mainstream
I bet you also root for the Yankees.
Yeah, and the Patriots.
Yeah. But it's like, that's, like, the one I hear a lot. Or, like, oh, like... There's no story. It's all fight based. It's like if you don't like watch it, I guess you could have that concept. There's great so much story.
Yeah.
There's more so micro stories in JJK. Like the overarching story is so big and complex that like it is hard to like get in 1 or 2 seasons. But that's what if you're gonna tell me One Piece is a journey, so you have to get up to like chapter 200 or like episode 220. Like, it's the same thing for JJK, except JJK just has more action to sustain you through that beginning part. Like, there's so much going on in the story, especially in the manga, that, like, you can't get all of, like, what's going to happen, like, through season 1 or through season 2. Like, there's a lot unfolding.
But at the same time, I feel like they do such a great job of building relationships. I could probably tell you, if you like name 2 random people, like what their relationship is in terms of like how they act to each other, you know, how close are they, things like that. Like you get a very good sense of that with the main characters. Like they don't just glance over it for the action.
Well, and then no one really gets left behind. That's what I like. The one thing I hate is when you get introduced to an awesome character, and then it's like they're really strong for this little fragment of time,
and then they get buffed.
Yes, and I'm like my boy Rock Lee.
Oh, Rock Lee.
Everyone in Naruto.
Yeah, you know.
Sai.
Yeah.
Oh, you know. Oh, remember when it took like 5 people to take Sai down?
And they're 5 strong people.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, he just like can't do anything anymore.
He almost single-handedly assassinated Sasuke.
Yeah. So like that's what I mean. Like that's something I do appreciate with Jujutsu Kaisen. Instead of just writing them out, they just kind of get unalived.
Exactly.
I much prefer that.
But
you
like
know,
they
which is
do
fine.
it in a way that also tells a story. Like,
Yeah.
like how are you gonna tell me there's no good storytelling? Did you watch Nanami's death? Did you watch what's the robot guy's name? Mekamaru. Did you watch
Oh,
Yeah.
Mekamaru?
Yeah.
Mekamaru.
Like his like that's great storytelling without having to give someone an entire 50 back episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And again, like I just don't understand like why people hate on it. It's if it's not your cup of tea, I don't care. But it's like a lot of people hate on it only because it's mainstream, and that's what I don't.
People will say it's too shonen, and that's another one that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why can't I like shonen?
It's part of Shonen Jump.
I know, and I'm like,
do you want it to
like,
not
how
be
is it too
shonen?
shonen? Yeah, and I'm like,
Or
I don't
like-
understand what that means.
Yeah. Or like, oh my gosh, there's too much action, not enough like story like building with that action. And I'm like, it's literally about fighting curses.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, they give us episode 1 of season 2 after the time skip, like not during Gojo's, but when they're back, when they give us that little story with Itadori and his ex-classmate, and everyone's like, I hate it. It's like, where's the action? I'm like, pick one.
Which I did love those episodes
Me
though.
too.
Yeah.
It was
Me
really sweet.
too. I really like
You
Itadori.
kind of needed that little lull before
Well,
all the
that-
action happened.
And it kind of shows like Itadori is not just a good person, like in the way of like saving lives. He also is
Or
very
just morally.
kind.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a morally nice person.
Yeah. So I thought
Yeah.
it was great, but I 100% stand by JJK as anime of the year.
Yeah. Especially, sorry, one more little tangent. How are these people saying they hate JJK because there's no story and it's just action and that's all that there is good to it? And these people still suck on the teat of Demon Slayer. Actually, just the most dog doo-doo storytelling ever. It was so good, and then all of a sudden now it's just Hashira battles.
But you're forgetting it's Hashira battle, and then you're forgetting there's also the recovery,
And then
right?
the
And then
Hashira battle.
Hashira battle.
Yeah. It's like actually just
They don't even get to
It's just
train
brain
before the
dead.
next Hashira battle. Like they only have time to recover from their injuries. I don't
Yeah.
even know.
well, there's a new Demon Slayer movie I didn't even know about. Okay,
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's not even a movie. It's the first 2 episodes.
it's just the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pay movie prices to go watch
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's the first 2 episodes of the forget one of the Hashira training arcs.
It's like the stone guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I was looking at the movies on my phone, because we were going to see a movie, I saw it, but it had the wrong description.
Yeah.
What was the description?
Yeah.
They were saying
So
that he
it
was
was
still
the
fighting
old
the other guy.
movie description, because it said
Yeah.
like
With the copy paste?
Hanjiro, yeah, I think so, because it said something about Hantengu, and I was like, wait, I thought that was the other guy, and I looked it up, and it's the guy that like it's the old
Splits
guy
himself
that
with the
splits him-
personalities.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So which he is already offed, you
Yeah.
know. So it was the old movie description. So I ended up not seeing it, and then I realized it was not that.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's just the training arc that they're gonna show anyways in the anime. And I can't stand when they do that. Like I understand that you want to make money. Do you know how you make more money? Just create more merch
Yes.
or more figures. Guaranteed people-
Japanese animators and animation companies. Here's how to make more money. Merch.
Yeah.
'Cause we will buy it.
Merch and merch. But like maybe like
But
get like good small artists to like make the art, because a lot of the official merch, let's be honest, is bad.
Crap. Yeah.
It's just like screen grabs that they put on. Whereas small creators, they'll like get the art and think, hey, how can I change this? Transform it so it looks good on merch. But
Yeah.
like official merchandise, they don't do that transition. They're not like,
It's
how
terrible.
can I make, yeah.
It's like they don't even like fix the resolution. I've seen like merch that's official merchandise and it just looks like super like pixelated.
Yeah. Or they'll like use like the really thick paint on when they screen print, you know, the ones where it like cracks.
yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Same.
But
That's
like,
why I feel it now. I'm like,
yeah.
wait, nope. This is like 3 washes and it's dead.
Yeah. I actually have been going more towards embroidered stuff because it's so nice.
Yeah.
Or like digital prints, nice too.
Yeah.
It doesn't pop as much, but at least it'll last forever.
Yeah.
I feel like sweaters are usually like a safe bet because like they're gonna use higher quality, like either like techniques or materials.
I love hats. I have I'm gonna bring it.
2 hours later.
I have this hat that I got from a small creator, but it's like Gojo.
As a cat.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
But like that's so freaking cute.
Oh, is that the
And
place
then-
that you also got the cat sweater from?
No,
Oh.
different
No,
place.
different place.
different
I
place.
go to a lot of places. And then it's reversible and it has Nanami as bread because he loves that bread place.
R.I.P.
But like look, like it's so much effort and to give me something that like I would actually want.
Yeah.
Rather than something that like is just a screen grab put on a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't have any issues with JJK of the year as like, or JJK as anime of the year.
Yeah,
No, because
100%.
it had some of the best fights that we got to see.
It's had like the best fights, like Toji versus Dagon, all those fights. Choso, I think the most underrated fight is Choso versus Geto. Or not Geto, but whatever his name is.
Kenjaku.
Oh, Kenjaku.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like Choso versus Itadori more.
Yeah, that was sick.
Just because of the hand to hand was so crisp.
The hand to hand in Kenjaku's better.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
My favorite fight was Toji versus the girl that was supposed to be Tengen.
The girl that's supposed to be Tengen.
Oh.
You know,
You mean the
as
one where
Jacob
he,
likes to say, when he gave him the Glock, no jutsu.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
It's the best jutsu around.
In America, nothing beats it.
Nothing.
There's like a buff if you're on U.S. soil.
That's funny.
Okay, so after that, we have best original anime, so
Yeah.
not based off of a manga or a light novel. And that was Buddy Daddies. We've talked about Buddy Daddies so many times on this show.
They finally put some respect on their
Yeah.
names.
And you know what's crazy? I don't even know how it won because I never hear anyone talk about Buddy
Same.
Daddies.
No,
No one's watched it.
Everyone always talks shit about it, calling like it a fake Spy Family. But I'm like, Spy
It's-
Family started off good, but honestly, this is better than Spy Family.
Well,
It's
dude,
so
that last
good.
episode messed me up.
Yeah.
Like not emotionally, just
that
tore
one,
me up.
and then the one where we find out like the background of the blonde
Oh,
character.
yeah.
With
Kazuki?
the
Yeah.
ex-wife.
Yeah, that was my only complaint
Painful.
about that show is that because it's an original, I can't even read ahead.
I
Oh.
know. Because I
Yeah.
want to know what direction
I'm
they're
pretty
gonna
sure we're
take
getting
this
a
in.
second season though.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Which is great.
I hope so.
But
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my only complaint.
it's like so interesting because
Yeah.
like now it's completely changed the concept of what the show's gonna be about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? It's no longer like two spies or like not two hitmen.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, calling them
Yeah,
spies
no.
is not cool.
Because they were trying to balance their lives in the
Yeah.
first season, but now they're quitting being hitmen altogether. So it's going to be a whole new thing.
But
It's
that's
probably
not
going to be on
something
the
you can
run.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
Have like a
so
Ninja
good.
Kamui.
Oh gosh, that's next season.
I
We're
know.
not talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
best fights though in
Yeah,
anime.
hands
But
down.
you know what? I could see it winning next year
It
Oh,
better.
for original
It
anime.
better.
I think it should. I think
better.
it should.
Because if it
'cause-
doesn't,
Yeah.
that's recency bias.
It has to be the best action anime next season. No way.
But I got no. Okay, we'll talk about current
Okay.
animes later. Yeah.
Okay. I have absolutely no issue with that. I think what was nice was I know Akiba Maid War was also
It was nominated.
Good for
nominated,
it.
which is great. I'm glad that it was nominated. I don't think it should have won over Buddy Daddies, but I think I'm glad that it was nominated. It's a really great.
Definitely has a wow factor.
Yeah.
That first dance with the
every episode is just as crazy.
Yeah, because I'm just like,
Is like just as nuts.
I'm very glad you said watch it to the end.
Yeah.
Because I was literally 5 minutes in, like, what the heck am I watching?
like it's so boring in the
Yeah.
beginning, only for it to just
yeah,
Yeah.
come out
mess
of left
you
field.
up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quite literally, like, Tyler, you played football, so you know, like, crackbacks.
Yeah.
That first episode felt like a crackback at the end.
The thing is like nothing can prepare you for it.
No.
No.
But you don't want it spoiled either.
Yeah.
It's a beauty. It's not something that I felt like I needed to keep watching.
Yeah.
Like, I got what I needed out of that first episode, which is great.
Yeah.
And then I didn't need more of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I get why it didn't win.
And I think props up to Crunchyroll this year that we got to see a lot more high dive things being nominated, despite the fact that they're not on the Crunchyroll platform.
That's something I was worried about.
Yeah,
Because
there
High
was
Dive has
gonna
a
be
lot
bias.
of
Yeah.
High Dive has a lot of great. By the way, High Dive has a lot of great stuff in their library.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make that abundantly clear.
No. Don't worry. People are gonna clip you saying great stuff in their library, and they're gonna be like, "Why are they talking about Crunchyroll?" And High Dive?
I know.
It's like sometimes people listen and they're like, how can I splice this perfectly to fit my narrative and be angry at you, even though I'm agreeing with you? I'm going to make it seem like you didn't agree with me.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Dude, that was stupid.
Yeah, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have another JJK win on Best Character Design, which if we talk about character design, it could mean a lot of things, but like if we're going off of like hot, right? Like best as in hot, like yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of
Who else was nominated on that one?
You know, I can check really quickly. I have a feeling it's probably gonna be things like Oshinoko, because like the art style there is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would imagine them, but let me just double check.
I guess what's what are they looking at for character design? Are they looking
Well,
for uniqueness?
okay.
If it's popularity.
Yeah, so Oshinoko,
Okay.
Trigun Stampede,
Eh.
Hell's Paradise,
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man,
Yeah.
and Demon Slayer.
Eh.
Demon Slayer is so mid as a
Yeah.
character design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
those are some
Chainsaw
strong
Man,
container-
Man, I think like I could see also doing really well.
But I feel like Chainsaw Man also gets a lot of unnecessary hate.
Yeah.
And I feel like not enough people talked about Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
So I'd see why JJK won on that one.
I'm telling you, it's because Hell's Paradise, the first episode is so like terrible for showing what it actually is.
Agreed.
Even though it was phenomenal. Like, well, the season.
Yeah.
It's
the
a
season.
necessary, I would call it a necessary evil to itself.
Yeah.
No, I think they could have done the first episode better. They could have said the same story,
Yeah.
but in a way that was less confusing and better paced.
I think they could have done it as one of those like Limitless ones where they start off like midway into the season with like a shot from like them on the island. So that way you at least know what you're getting yourself into, and then like
Okay.
bring it back
Yeah,
to
because
his background.
like I loved all the character designs and
Yeah.
and Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Like I thought everything about them looked phenomenal.
I
we
can
got
see
our short king.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I can see like people's probably issue with it being the fact that like all the Asaimon have like the same exact design, which like for their clothes, which I could see some people as being like that's somewhat lazy, but like character
it's
design
supposed
has to
to.
be more than clothes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention, I think if is Bleach still on?
It wasn't on last year.
Okay. I was gonna say a lot of people
Yeah.
love like the character design of Bleach,
Bleach,
but
yeah.
literally every single character is wearing the same thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
except the Nazis.
Yeah, but they all dress the same too. So
That's true, but they all dress the same.
But yeah, you can't beat JJK because JJK also does like they have these curses which look really cool, right?
Oh my gosh, when Maito was being turned into that ball thing, I
Yeah.
thought they did a splendid job in like how grotesque it was.
Yeah.
See, I don't because I don't know. I appreciated what Hell's Paradise brought when it comes to like their character design. Like, granted, like it's older, right? Because technically the manga finished 5 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that, 6 years ago. But I don't know. I really, really, really love all their character designs, and it's like,
Yeah.
but Jujutsu Kaisen, again, like between like Choso, you have like I love the way even like how Toji's designed.
Oh, I
I-
love Toji.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
get, and I don't mean to be an asshole here. I don't get why they don't just credit the mangaka. I don't get why
Oh.
they credit like someone that's actually on the animation team. Like, yes, you can go ahead and make them look different, but to an extent, like all design is really just reference from
The mangaka.
the manga.
Yeah, but if you saw like some manga panels of Gojo and then compare that to anime panels of Gojo, it's like, yeah, you can tell the anime was based off of the manga, but the manga wouldn't win any awards. Does that make sense? Like there are hotter manga drawn
I get you,
characters.
but it's not like they really designed them. Is my problem.
Okay.
So it's more like technically the mangaka did like 3/4 of the design.
Yeah.
And then like someone like did a coloring book. You know, it's like
and just add a little bit more depth.
But like the coloring book was just so fucking good.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
that's what I'm saying. It's like
I agree to disagree on that one.
I don't know.
Because we do have best animation next, which is slightly different from character design, right? Just talking about like the flow,
I mean,
like,
animation
is it choppy? Is it
yeah.
But then the drawing style on top of that, and we have as the winner Demon Slayer,
which I heavily disagree with.
They win like
I
every
disagree
year.
with this season. This season, I thought the animation was terrible.
It's not that it was terrible; it's that there were mistakes.
It was just 3D animation.
Yeah, let's say they tried to throw in weird 3D
Remember
stuff.
Remember that fish stuff?
Yeah, like the weird, like it was like the porcelain guy.
And
that weird
but it was like
shaped
3D fish.
Yeah.
It's like 3D rendered.
That was terrible.
But my biggest problem was actually when the girl Hashira was fighting Hantengu, and it was like the dragon heads that were made out of wood.
Yeah.
Those looked bad.
Yeah, they did.
It was weird because she looked great fighting them, but those wooden things looked so bad.
Yeah, which is like if they wanted to throw in 3D stuff, like Chainsaw Man did a better job with the 3D, with adding 3D concepts into the anime.
But how are they gonna say that the animation was? Because you could say the JJK animation was great for part 1, right? Season 2, part 1 was when we got like the Gojo
backstory,
fight and all that stuff. But realistically, did anyone really do a better job of animation than Oshinoko this year?
No.
Especially that last dance fight.
Last, like...
Or not fight.
The dance fight.
Yeah, but because through and through, I feel like Oshinoko didn't have one episode where they had, what the heck was that? Yeah. There wasn't any of those moments. And I feel like Demon Slayer had every episode had one of those.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. I feel like they could have flattened out the 3D rendering a little bit to make it look more anime.
A lot of it.
But I don't know if they like that look. I don't know. What are people saying? Like,
hey,
do
parents,
people like that?
Can you stop letting your 12-year-old kids vote on the anime awards?
Yeah,
oh my god!
Because that's the only reason Demon Slayer could win. Because
who was nominated for this?
Oshinoko,
Oshinoko.
JJK, AOT.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see
AOT
if
had
anyone else different.
significantly better animation.
I think
than
AOT had
Demon Slayer.
great animation. I think they should have won because they didn't have a single moment where it was like,
wait,
JJK.
No, Oshinoko wasn't even nominated.
Are you serious?
Oh, wait. So what was it?
Attack on Titan final season.
Uh-huh.
Which I think is better than Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
By far.
Mob Psycho 100 Part 3.
Which was better than Demon Slayer.
Chainsaw Man.
Better than Demon Slayer.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Way better
than Demon Slayer. Trigun Stampede. I know people really like the art style.
So I watched it and it was better than
But that's what I'm
Slayer.
saying. Like that's like why I hate the Crunchyroll awards.
I appreciate that JJK did not win Best Animation though, because they did have some slip ups.
They did.
They had some.
The Makura
the
fight was definitely.
Yeah, but it's not their fault because they were pushed to release it. But at the same time, just because it's not your fault doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And so we got to take it into consideration. So I'm glad JJK didn't win. But I really think AOT should have won.
But how does Oshinoko not even get nominated?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think people were thinking animation, like fight sequences, probably.
But that's like,
I know.
See,
it's
again, this is also
but...
why it shouldn't be left to like people. You know,
just that one scene of like Kana turning into Ai is all the animation talent of every other one of these people combined into one pinky.
And I saw the manga panel for that, and let me tell you, the anime takes it to a whole new level. Like the manga panel, like you can kind of see it, but like everything from like the music ramping up and like the sparkles that they give her, I thought it was amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that one's rigged.
Yeah, I don't love that one.
It's just popular.
Hey, but we're 3 for 4 right now in terms of agreement. So that's pretty good for an award.
Yeah,
better than last year.
Fair.
Yeah,
better than last year for sure.
Last year, I think we were like 1 for 4.
If that.
Yeah. Okay, so next one we have Best New Series.
And I'll let you guys know who was in the running for this one. because Chainsaw Man 1, Oshinoko,
Mhm.
I think it's better than Chainsaw Man, but whatever. Hell's Paradise,
Mhm.
Bochi Rock,
Ooh, okay.
Heavenly Delusion,
Didn't watch that one.
and Zom 100.
See, Zom 100 would have been such a better contender if it didn't have that.
It was a hiatus, but
Yeah.
like if you
Yeah.
look at it as a whole, I still think it's better than Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
Did it even finish before the end of this cutoff?
no,
It did.
it did.
Yeah.
It did?
I
Because
thought
of the hiatus.
Yeah, it's still
the last 4 episodes came out before this cutoff.
I think so.
I thought it finished in like December or something.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't
They
it?
took like multiple months.
But either
Yeah.
way, I still think it did a better job.
I understand why Chainsaw Man won new series because it was season
It's a
1. It
more
was just a
popular
long. Yeah,
series.
it's very popular.
and it brought something different that
Yeah, very
the
different.
like into the
Yeah.
industry. So I understand why they won. Like I
Yeah.
personally preferred Hell's Paradise over Chainsaw Man, but again, I understand why that also didn't win. Just because like I know a lot of elements that were brought into Hell's Paradise kind of turned off a lot of people.
I think the problem with like why I have such a hard time accepting Chainsaw Man as the best new series is because guys, this is gonna be the fucking peak of Chainsaw Man. This is really it.
That's
Everything
not
else
it.
is
No,
down
you're
to
so
hell.
No, it
wrong.
doesn't.
Hey,
No,
get
it
ready
doesn't.
to see a
No,
completely
it
different
doesn't.
show.
No.
Get ready to see
No.
like absolutely no joy for the rest of your entire time.
Well,
this is
okay,
it.
yeah.
Have fun.
Well, yeah,
Have fun with
I
it.
mean, you're right. There's no joy.
Congrats.
But it's
if
still,
you
like,
signed,
it's still gonna
if
be
you
great.
if you signed up for this, understand you don't know what you signed up for.
Just pain and suffering. It's fine.
But we're
It's
not
fine.
judging it based on what it's gonna be. We're judging it on what it was.
I know, but that's why I had such a hard
Yeah.
time.
But see, like Hell's Paradise, like I know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be depressing from
Yeah.
here on out. But like, I don't know, I can understand why this one. I'm actually surprised that Oshinoko didn't. The
Because
only
I'm
thing,
saying like they became the #1 anime.
the only thing I can think of is the fact that it was on High Dive.
Yeah.
You think Crunchyroll is
No,
like
that's
No,
not what
they're
I said.
like high dive animes get only 2/3 of a vote?
2/3. You almost cross into dangerous
Yeah,
territory there.
No, I just think that because there's as popular as it was, I personally don't know a lot of people that have actually watched it though.
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah.
that's the only reason is like there's not enough people that have watched Oshinoko.
Which is such a shame because it is a
It's
masterpiece.
it's phenomenal.
It's new.
There's a
It's
7-day
different.
free trial. Just go and put in your
Yeah.
email.
Don't even
Like,
act like you don't binge a whole seasons in a day. Like
Yeah.
go
We've
come
all
here
done it.
fun.
We've all done it
7
multiple
days
times.
is more than enough.
Yeah, it's just that, like what the first episode was an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you get thrown in for a complete loop after that.
yeah.
Remember you hated the first episode?
I still stand on that. I don't like the
I-
first
I-
episode.
Don't get it at all.
After
I
that,
love it.
I really enjoyed it.
Wait, so Dark Gathering didn't make the list of best new series?
Again, because I do honestly, I think it's because it's on High Dive. A lot of people don't know about like High Dive. Helk was another one.
Oh, shoot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
think
know?
high dive animes
Hell.
are getting maybe even 1/5 of a vote.
Yeah.
Not 1/5.
Because
Not a third.
and the new series, no, Ragnar Crimson wouldn't have counted, right?
Ragnar wouldn't have made
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, it's way too late.
Yeah,
I think that's
so-
really it.
Yeah, so like Dark Gatherings and Helk, two
Yeah.
phenomenal ones that should have had, at the bare minimum, been nominated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and especially because like both of them have brought different
Oh,
elements to it. Huh?
you know what else would have been in this year?
Huh?
Call of the Night.
Oh, yeah, Call of the Night. That's another one. Yeah,
no
so-
one's watched
Call of the Night
Yeah.
didn't get. I don't even think got nominated for best romance.
Oh, that'd be.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
Wait,
go down the list. Let's go down the list. Let's go down the
Yeah,
list. So, Chainsaw Man, I think
I
we're
get
all
it.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
fine
it.
with that.
Yeah.
Slice of Life. This is the one where we're gonna be real happy because the Slice of Life winner was Bochi Rock,
That I can
It
accept.
deserves.
Yeah,
and
I-
we,
100%.
yeah, it definitely is like both underrated and overrated. It's underrated by the mass population, and then it's overrated by men 50 plus.
Yeah.
I was like, Jess, like, what are you trying to say?
Yeah,
no.
it's like a weird in between, but I think more people.
I love
should
this
watch
series.
It. Yeah.
It's incredible, and I'm excited for Girls Band Cry, which is coming out soon, and that's gonna be another.
That's like a Bocce Rock style.
It's similar, like it's high school girls that I think like all have their own issues that kind of come together to form a band, but that one's done by I think Toei Animations.
Ooh.
So I'm excited for that. It's an
Pretty
original.
good.
If you have looked at the cover art, the the character design looks very good. So I'm excited for that one. But hopefully the music's as good. But like Bocce Rock nailed it with the music.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
they
music
did.
was so
They got
good.
like the lead singer of like
Yeah.
Kana Boom to like
Sing, yeah.
do like a lot of it. And yeah, so
I really like that
overall.
one like side girls band.
Oh,
The like psychedelic
Kikori, yeah.
Oh, the
rock or
bassist?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
Kikori's
Love
band
her
was like
band.
so good.
Yeah.
That was like the one like that's like the number one most like searched like in the Reddit forums like
Like,
for,
why
like,
is
the
it not on
full like, the full
Spotify?
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just think they would never expected it to be that popular.
Yeah, like all of their songs are on
Yeah.
Spotify except that one.
Yeah.
Really?
You have to like find a YouTube clip instead.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
whack.
But not even YouTube music, like a YouTube
YouTube clip?
clip. Yeah.
That's whack.
I know.
Step up.
Right? And then best continuing is One Piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get
let's-
it. I mean,
yeah,
at least they
alright.
had like Gear 5th this season.
The thing is,
Yeah.
I say all right, but it's like I get it. I have no disagreements.
Yeah.
You know.
I just
Yeah.
don't get how best continuing can be something different than JJK when JJK won best anime. So how is the best anime not the best continuing if it's in the same category? That
I don't
doesn't make
know.
any sense. Like
Like it's like the JJK fans, like they all went to vote for Anime of the Year, and they were like, "Would you like to vote on other categories?"
Like,
and
nope.
they were like, "Mm-mm."
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's actually
Yeah, it's probably
exactly
what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're probably thinking we have to give One Piece something, otherwise people are gonna riot.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Which
yeah.
they
They got more than one thing. One Piece.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
So we'll
Yeah.
get there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
not their only win.
Yeah.
Best opening and best ending both won by JJK. The season 2 part 1.
Part one. Which one was part one? I don't remember it.
You know how you always send me Toji singing?
Mm-hmm.
No,
The
I
song?
said
That,
that.
that
Okay,
was
okay.
Tyler.
You know how he always sends that song? It's that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's
It's
really
good. I don't
Yeah.
agree with it, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's not Oshinoko Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I love that, but here's the thing. Obviously, I'm a huge metalhead, right? So the Rumbling, that soundtrack, I thought was a lot better.
So here's the interesting thing. AOT won best score. And at this point, I have zero idea what a score
is
differs from.
I think background track.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's normally what
And
it is.
I think when they say opening and ending, the only reason I could possibly see like JJK winning is just popularity.
Yeah, because wait.
The opening, I think they deserved it
The
because I
first
personally,
opening.
yeah,
Oh,
because I love that song.
Yeah.
Was Mashal nominated on openings?
It's too new.
Mashal season 1.
Oh, season 1. I
No,
don't- Honestly,
Really?
that one was
there
that
were
one was
so
mid.
many good
Oh.
Yeah.
songs that
Well,
before
you know what?
Mashal season 1, I would say Shinda from Legendary Hero.
Heroes, yeah.
That one
Okay.
was a banger.
No, you know what
I
had the
have-
best outro?
Yeah, thank you. One hit kill sister, the thickness.
Yeah.
But what if it was like music only, no video?
It was still a good song,
Yeah.
It was a good
good
song. It was a good song. Okay.
and you don't
Yeah.
really get like many things that are like that was like J-pop like idol group. Like,
Yeah.
that was a very like cool like
Wait,
different
Unique.
wait.
mistake.
When did Is It Wrong to or Danmachi season 4 come out?
I
Was
don't
that this season?
know.
It wasn't nominated though.
I don't think
For
it was
anything,
nominated
huh?
for anything. No.
Whack.
Yeah, so it might have been the previous season. We don't know.
That's whack.
When did Tokyo Revengers come out? Because
That
Tokyo
was-
Revengers had a great outro song.
That was
yeah.
this season. Technically this season.
Technically, this
Is
season.
that the Say My Name?
Because
Well, I think there was Say My Name, and then there was also the other one.
I think it came out October.
Oh, okay. So
Did
that one
it?
doesn't get nominated until next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
okay.
expect, honestly, everyone is sleeping on Tokyo Revengers.
Dude, this season was fire.
This season has been incredible, and things only get crazier from here.
I just hate how every episode ended. because of like the cliffhanger and you have to wait, and
but
it's
Yeah.
like
so good, so good. It's crazy how they take you from hating Takemichi for the whole first season, just absolutely
the best
despising him.
character.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan,
yeah,
which I
No,
never thought I'd say.
yeah,
And then Chifuyu.
I didn't like. Oh, dude, Chifuyu is a homie.
Yeah.
He's a homie. Yeah.
Even Hina, I was like, I don't fully get it. Like, good girl, but like, I don't get the obsession. They like barely dated.
Yeah.
But like now I'm like, she's best girl. I get it.
Yeah, this season.
Yep.
Yeah, this season really turned everything around.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still good to begin with. Like,
I
don't get me
agree.
Yeah.
wrong, but this season's kind of like what elevated them.
Yeah.
You finally see
Yeah.
Takemichi coming into his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out if Good Night World falls within this year or?
No, I have to look at that,
No,
but I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
that was
Good Night-
October.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that might be October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think a lot of
Yeah.
that stuff happened because that came out the same time as Shangri-La Frontier. So that was October.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So best anime film went to Suzume, which I haven't watched any anime films.
I was gonna
so
say
I'll
yeah,
give it to
Same.
no idea.
Yeah, but
So I assume it's good. I don't know.
here's something that I'm very curious about because The Boy and the
Trying to
Heron
see.
came out this year.
This year, yeah.
And I wonder if it's going to win Best Anime Film for the upcoming year because it's a Studio Ghibli film, or if people will sleep on it because it's a Studio Ghibli film.
Even though honestly, it's actually really good. It's like after you figure out why he wrote the story, like the background, like if you watch it face value, it makes no sense.
Right.
But once you actually understand the background of it, it's actually kind of depressing.
You know, I read a review that said this is his most personal film. And I like read it out loud, and Tyler, like not knowing it was about Boy and the Heron, goes, "That's what people say when you hate the movie."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like,
That's
oh
funny.
yeah, it's his most personal film. It's like
That's so funny.
because you're not saying it's his best film. It's not his most fun. You're not saying it's the
Well,
most emotional.
Not even saying you like it.
Yeah,
Well, see,
so like about him.
And that's the thing. If you know nothing about him,
Yeah.
or like I think it was about his grandfather's life or something. But if you know nothing about the background, if you watch it face value,
Yeah.
maybe it's not very good.
Well,
Oh,
here's what I'm gonna say. I think everyone who voted for Suzume it makes sense just because like the other ones that I think could win, I think in my opinion just didn't win because they didn't have mass appeal.
like what?
So Kaguya-sama Love is War, the
Oh.
first kiss that never ends. First of all, the fact that I'm seeing that this is here and that this is not gonna win best comedy, which we're gonna get to in a little bit, that bothers me because it is 100% the best comedy. And then the other one is Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King.
That was good.
That was
That was
great.
an incredible.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, I feel like people don't know this. If you've never watched Black Clover and you get into that movie, like you'll still have a good time. That's
Yeah.
how I was. Like I knew very little,
It'll make you
I
want to
still had a
watch
good
Black
time.
Clover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
That's
you'll
phenomenal.
watch it, and then you'll be like, "Oh, my ears."
Like, it's only for the first
Oh, 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Can we replay that?
it gets better.
No, the story just gets
No,
better.
you
Yeah.
got used to it, Chris.
Yeah.
Found out it didn't get better.
I don't know about that. We'll see.
No, it didn't.
But yeah, I'm excited for that to return.
Okay, so best anime song, which is somehow different from best anime opening or ending, went to Idol by Oshinoko.
I still
I'm
don't
fine.
get any
I'm
of
fine with
this.
Which makes sense. I'm
But-
just confused by the whole system.
Is it like a song that was strictly made for the anime?
So it's so for opening song, it's not opening song, it's opening sequence. So I think they're including the like video that goes with it. As where for best anime song, I think they're just looking at it as like a musical piece itself, not like
Okay.
oh this like went with this intro.
You know what? In that
Video.
case, I completely stand by all these decisions because I will say the opening animation and the ending animation of JJK
No.
is spectacular.
No. It doesn't have the thickness. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I'm saying like in comparison to Idol, which is what we were originally talking about, because Idol is
Yeah.
an amazing, spectacular song, but like the intro isn't as good as JJK's.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's more of like a real intro than it is like animation.
It's more real. It's
Yeah.
than this like fake like all of a sudden like Toji's flying up in the air and doing like that's a problem is like they do have a very shonen like intro where it's fucking
amazing.
nothing. You will not see any of this happen in the story. Like none of this is canon. Like
but that's
it's
the
all
best part.
doo-doo.
Remember season 1 when they gave us that one
when
guy,
Junpei,
Oh,
like,
Junpei,
is
like hanging out,
hanging out with Itadori.
and he has a jujutsu. He has the Tokyo uniform on.
Yeah.
Best fake out of all time.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
But no, best ending is One Hit Kill a Sister.
Oh my gosh. Okay, best anime character or main character was won by.
I mean, I understand it just because again, Gear 5.
But like
Luffy,
realistically, like who else wins?
Who was nominated for that one?
Probably I'm gonna say Itadori, but
I
see.
doubt Itadori got nominated. People don't
Because,
give him
like,
enough love.
Aaron, because everyone agrees with Aaron as they should.
Okay, so there's Denji,
Interesting.
Bochi.
Okay.
I get that. Mob. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. And I like Mob Saga.
Aaron.
See, like that one I understand.
And Thorfinn.
And like Thorfinn I even get too.
As someone who is not caught up on One Piece and not like a huge fan of it, I will say Luffy was the right decision.
Yeah,
I would vote for Luffy over any of those people.
The only person that I think should give Luffy a run for his money here is Bochi. And the only reason I say that is Bochi, I see that like the reason why this show really took off is because a lot of people relate to it on a personal level of like, I'm an introvert and like, I find it really hard to like do things, but I have all these grand visions of myself in my head. And like, that's like the kind of character that Bochi was, right? So like, I could see that being like a good main character. Now, I think Luffy just wins just because like Gear 5.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually more surprised that that Aaron wasn't more like, I guess he didn't win that one just because the amount of controversy that went around his decision.
Yeah.
But just because he has a controversial decision doesn't mean he was the best main character. My thing with Bochi is, like, more than Bochi, I really liked her friends because they were so good at helping her at her comfort get out of her shell while also pushing her. Like, they were just such good friends to her because realistically, right, like, you just meet a stranger for the first time and, like, yeah, you might be friendly, but you invited them out maybe and they said no like the first couple times. Are you really gonna put in that much more effort? You're gonna be like, oh, she's not interested.
Yeah.
But they really like understood that she was really shy.
They understand that Bochi's her cash cow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that too. But no,
Yeah.
they were really good to her. Like, they were really good to her. And I wouldn't vote for a main character in which in their own show I like other characters more. And that's how I'm sure Itadori would lose. Like,
That's
it's unfair for
literally
an
One Piece.
Itadori
Yeah,
to
but that's
win.
like One Piece though.
That's literally One Piece. No one likes Luffy as their
Yeah.
main character. Like, there are people that do, but like 90% of people like Zoro more.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Really?
Or
Yes.
Or like
Or-
like my own brother likes Brooks
Or like, yeah.
more.
I don't know all these people.
Or
That's the
let's
skeleton
be
one.
honest, there's also
Oh, the afro?
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
Shanks,
Yeah.
you know. My favorite, Goldie Roger.
Gold D. Yeah, I think you just mean Gold Roger
Yeah.
as that Netflix likes to put
Oh.
it.
That pissed me off so
But
much.
you have to like
It's
really
literally-
enunciate the D.
Gold.
It's a capital D.
Well, they don't even like. The thing is, like, D is not like it's not gold. Like, it's not gold. Like, his name is not Gold.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
the D stands for something.
Not anymore.
Is it just is
Go-
it monkeyed Luffy?
No, no,
Monkeyed.
Is it monkeyed Luffy?
no.
If not, it's not Gold Roger.
Oh my gosh. They're
that
gonna
to the
have to
grave.
like
Yeah.
fix this by sometime in the future, only in the live action. They're gonna have a scene where they're gonna be like, it's not Gold Roger, it's Gold the Roger. Oh my gosh, we're on to something. They're gonna have to add that in somehow because they can't take
Yeah.
that back.
I don't know how no one caught that, especially because like everyone supposedly was like a giant fan of One Piece.
Yeah.
Like when you're going through the script, it's like, oh, hold up, what's this?
I'm sure they were a giant fan in the idea of like they read it right before they got cast.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's this?
Yeah, it's like
Garped.
Yeah,
Garbed.
Like, what do you want?
the thing is, it wouldn't be a big deal if it was just like a name, but like it plays a significant
Yeah.
role.
Yeah, it does.
What's the name of D? Like the name of D is like supposed to be like something that only a few people have. It's the reason why it's like such a like it's an interesting thing that like Luffy has it.
Well,
now even fewer people have it.
Yeah.
Because we took it away from Gold.
Well, that and like they're all like related. Yeah, so it's,
Well, not anymore. Because he doesn't have it.
Maybe they all lost it.
Imagine. He's now just monkey. They just take out that whole part.
Yeah, just Monkey Luffy.
Yeah. Amazing.
Might as well.
All right, what else do we have?
There's best or like character to protect at all cost.
Oh yeah,
which is Anya Forger. I mean, who else are you like? Who else is there?
There just is no one else.
People probably gonna vote for Bocchi, I guess. Like that would be like a secondary character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to protect that kid from buddy daddies.
Yeah, no.
No, in fact.
No, you know who you protect at all cost? Kazuki.
Oh, yeah.
Kazuki.
Ray, listen, I care for you, but Kazuki's definitely like numero uno.
What were the other items that were on there that were...
Who cares? It's not
The
even
other-
a good one.
You know what they should bring back? Best girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Best
Let's
boy.
think about who was best girl.
So wait. So best supporting character. Guess who won?
Who?
It's just a popularity contest. It's Gojo.
Which is nuts. Don't give me that he's the supporting character. The whole beginning, the whole first half
It's all
of
Gojo.
the season was all about Gojo. It's literally the Gojo arc.
It's
Yeah.
you
And then
say
you-
first half, but it's
And
only
then you
5
go into
episodes.
the Shibuya arc, which is just Gojo getting captured arc.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just Gojo was the main character this season. It's not even close. Like, best supporting character should have been Toji.
Oh
Toad, yeah.
man, I gotta say one thing I really love
Or
is
Toto.
Yeah.
or Toto,
Or
yeah.
Nanami. Honestly, any of them.
Yeah.
There was one scene after Toto lost his no, he didn't lose his hands. It was during the fight scene where he was going against Mahito, like at the very end with Itadori. And like you could see that he claps like every time when they switch, but there's like one specific scene in which like you can hear the clap, but like you can't see him clapping per
clapping the
se.
cheek.
And Tyler insists that he's clapping his cheeks, and I'm like, no, you don't see every clap. That doesn't mean it's not happening.
What else could it have been?
What else could it have been?
Now, maybe a clap is, maybe applause is the acclamation of the soul.
And I had to explain to him like, no, the reason I know for a fact that's not the case is because like now that he's lost his hands, he said the Boogie Woogie is dead. But realistically, if that he could do that, wouldn't he just be clapping his ass cheeks and like calling it a day?
Maybe if he knew how to clap
Yeah,
his
like on
cheeks.
command.
But
on
your
command.
thing was he did do it during that scene.
He
But
did. Like
didn't.
it was
He
like
was-
a stress. It was like a high stress situation. Like you do things. It's like when like a mother lifts the car like on pure adrenaline.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jess.
I don't know about that. I don't know about any of that.
I mean, he's a thick boy.
Yeah.
So best comedy was.
Oh, best comedy was Spy Family,
Which
I
Just
don't
I-
agree with.
Yeah, no.
I
Have you
think there
seen,
are so many better ones.
Kaguya-sama?
No, I've not seen Kaguya.
Holy moly. This.
You never seen Love Is War?
Oh, no, I've seen Love. Sorry. I only know it as Love as War.
Okay,
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
seen the last season?
Yeah, I saw the last season.
I
Yeah.
haven't, Chris. Because let me tell you, I am halfway now. Because you know how they split it into 3 episodes or something like that. The
Yeah.
I
last
think like
season.
3 or 4, yeah.
Because it was the movie that they took and they split it up.
Yeah.
I am like 4 minutes in to episode 2 of the last season because I get through about 1 minute
What?
every 2 months of this like series.
Don't get me wrong. I love it so much. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But I have this like physical reaction to cringe. It's not like a mental. I swear it's physical. Where like a chill runs up my spine. All of my muscles like
So-
tense up.
Are you watching this while taking the devil's cabbage?
Sometimes not. Depends.
It
you
doesn't
have-
matter.
Do you have the reaction both ways?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's and like for me, it's such a physical, like visceral reaction that like I can't watch it like until I can calm myself down. But sometimes like it's like the moment I'm thinking about putting it back on, I'm already tense thinking about where I am.
Really?
She'll
Yeah.
grab the remote and pause it.
No, I'll straight up turn it off. I
And
don't
then turn it
pause.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one scene, do you remember when they're like, I don't know what's going on, but they're like imagining and like they're going like Shinomiya.
Oh,
She's going like
with all the
Kaiju.
noodles.
Squiggly
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like what's her name? The pink hair girl like walks in and she's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
That killed me.
It's funny.
No, it is, and
Yeah.
I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I'm like getting a reaction right now just thinking about it. Like
It's insane.
it's so hard for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you'll be done with it in like a year?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just
maybe.
gonna watch it on my own at this point, honestly.
Best romance went to Horimiya, the
Which
missing pieces.
Wrong.
I didn't watch Horimiya, but
One, it's a continuation,
Yeah.
and it's actually not even good. There's only one good episode in that, which is when we find out about how Horimiya's dad and mom met, and that's the only
Super
good
cute.
one.
No, okay.
but Call of the Night.
Or Hori, sorry.
So Horimiya was a rom-com from like before the year before that. And then what came out and won, which is surprising. And don't get me wrong, I love Horimiya, but I don't think it should have won. It's Horimiya, The Missing Pieces. And basically, they couldn't fit everything into the first season, but they finished the story.
This is what you guys were telling me about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like scenes.
snippets. Yeah.
I wish there would be like a one-pace website kind of where
Where
they
just
would
clip it in?
splice it in.
Yeah.
But because it gets a little confusing because you're like, wait, is this after they got together? Is this before? Unless you read the manga, you don't know where things take place. So I don't think it should have won, but I did love it, so I can't complain.
3 things that are better than that.
Okay.
Cafe Terrace and its goddesses.
Yes. Phenomenal.
My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999.
Agreed.
And
Call of the Night.
and Call of the Night. And I'll even throw in Ray Liana and the Duke. I don't care.
Yeah, because the missing pieces, it's just like it's not.
It's like watching Garfield of your favorite show.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is.
Really?
It's not worth winning.
no.
Yeah.
Like I said,
That's
like
whack.
if they could segment out just the dad and the mom story from the Horimiya, the missing pieces,
Then
sure,
sure,
go ahead.
yeah.
It was great. Other than that, no.
Yeah. No, I'm a little upset that more High Dive stuff wasn't actually on here.
I'm telling you, I think they gave him less votes.
Yeah, just because like
Yeah.
Helk was a great comedy too.
Hulk was great.
Yeah.
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 Great fantasy. What won fantasy? Or adventure?
I'll
Because
tell
like
us right
Helk wasn't nominated in any of these. Dark Gathering wasn't nominated in any of these.
now. So
Call of the Night wasn't.
best action was Jutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Best comedy, Spy Family.
Yep.
Best drama, Attack on Titan season finale.
Okay. Attack on
Two.
Titan actually won something.
Best
Good for them.
fantasy,
They should.
Demon Slayer.
What's
No way.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
Hulk
no.
should have won
And
for
they
sure.
beat Mashal. Wrong.
Yeah, Mashal's great.
They beat Hell's Paradise.
Wrong.
Yeah, I
Wrong.
don't think
Yeah.
so.
The Ancient Magus Bride season 2. Never watched it.
Same.
I watched season 1. I didn't watch season 2. Honestly, it kind of fell off. Mushoku Tensei season 2. I'm glad that doesn't win anything.
Yeah.
I don't support pedophiles. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or grooming.
Yeah. Which is literally what
Or
that
slaves.
is.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And then
You know.
yeah, let's see who best romance. Yeah, it just makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that is upsetting though. That like, because
Yeah.
Hulk brought something so different to a comedy that I feel like we don't really get to see.
Yeah.
Even like Dark Gatherings has very comedic moments. It's a very
Oh, yeah.
dark show, but it's
Yeah.
very comedic, right? Like those should have been at the very least nominated for
For
comedy.
something.
Yeah,
For
comedy,
something,
fantasy, whatever,
yeah.
like something.
Because you're right. Like what's so special about them is that it brings something so new. Like
Yeah.
so new. And comparatively, like, let's be honest, like a lot of these winners, like they're just run of the mill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just slightly
it's what you
better.
expect to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what you think of when you think of anime. But like at a certain point, if you're always watching anime and everything's the same, you're gonna get tired of the same ones.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I've dropped a lot of shows. I'm like, okay, I've kind of seen this before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not for me. You know, unless they literally put a completely different spin on something, like how Jujutsu Kaisen uses curses is different, right? Like
Yeah.
that power grade system. Like I know a lot of people are trying to compare it to like Nen, right? Especially because like some of the movesets are very similar to it, but they at least take it in a very different direction than how Nen was originally stemmed from.
Yeah.
You know, it's I don't. So when I see Hulk,
I think the romance one just bothers me the
Yeah.
most.
I will say, in terms of like power scaling and like magic systems, I personally think there's nothing wrong if a power system is exactly the same. Because think about it in terms of
Agree.
Western media, right?
Mhm.
Think about every single media about wizards specifically.
It's all the same
It's
power.
literally exactly the
Well,
same.
th-
It doesn't
but-
matter if it's a
but-
movie or show or
but
anything.
that's because like that they follow like most Western shows follow like a hard magic system.
Yeah.
So like there's very fixed rules that cannot be broken.
But that's
And,
what I'm
like,
saying.
that-
Like, no one's looking at Wizards of Waverly Place and being like, oh my goodness, you copied Harry Potter. Look at how
Yeah.
they all have wands.
Yeah.
See how magic comes from wands? See how they have spells? You copied them. Like, no one's saying that. But, like, people look at things like Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever, and they're like, oh, that's very similar to Nen. Suspicious, isn't it? It's like, how you name off the top of your head 5 different power systems that draw absolutely zero inspiration from any other power system that exists. Try it. See how impossible that is. Oh my gosh, Chris.
But no, but it's more like because for instance, like a lot of the power systems technically were developed from like Fifth of the North Star, right? Because like they were the first people to start animating like different types of power systems, and then it started like elevating from there, right? Because then you have like Dragon Ball, then from Dragon Ball, then because Akira Toriyama actually mentored like Oda and Kishimoto, then that went on and went into like different directions. But yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with taking inspirations. I just don't want to see a cut and paste.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
honestly care if I
I
saw
don't,
cut and
as long
paste.
as the story's
yeah,
good.
if,
I don't
as long as
care.
the stories are different,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
why not?
well, like that's just for me because like if I get bored, I'm just gonna drop it and it's fine.
I get that, but it's like I don't watch. For me personally, I don't watch shows to learn about their power systems. I look at, is the action good? Is the story good? Are the relationships good? Is it fun to watch? You know, at the end of the day, the power system is interesting and cool.
Yeah.
But even if someone, as long as they got somewhat permission, I guess, I really wouldn't mind a copy and paste because, like, truthfully, all realistically, like, no one's, like, there's no such thing as original ideas anymore.
Yeah,
So
are we
many
going to
things have
talk
been
about how
done.
Cells at Work copied Osmosis Jones?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yes,
true.
Osmosis
It's
Jones.
true.
That power
Everyone
system.
cancel Cells at Work right now. Right now. Because that's just
Yeah.
Osmosis Jones.
Just a little bit
Yeah.
more bloody, but yes.
And no Bill Murray.
And no,
And no
Bill Murray. Yeah.
I mean, you don't know that. They could all be inside Bill Murray. You don't know.
That's true.
Did you guys ever watch that as a cartoon, like the series?
Oh, yeah, the series was good.
Yeah.
The Osmosis Jones.
I have
series.
zero
Yeah.
idea how Drix stayed there for so
Yeah,
long.
I know, same. Because he was like
He's
cold
a
medicine,
pill,
right?
yeah.
For like 24 hours or something.
Wait.
Yeah.
He stayed there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even in Bill Murray anymore. They were like in a completely different system.
Yeah, they're in a different person.
Wait, are
Yeah.
we gonna talk about how big Drip was? Like Drix, yeah, and like understanding that he was probably the size of a pill. Does that mean Osmosis Jones is also like that big?
Was a big.
That's too much.
What was he?
He was water.
Yeah.
Was he just water
That's why he's
inside the?
Osmosis
Osmosis, yeah.
Jones.
He was just water, but like, they understand like, that's not water is not the one doing the fighting inside your body,
Yeah,
right?
I know. It's the white blood cells, which is what Cells at Work got right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you don't know the world of Osmosis Jones. They could have. Maybe
Well,
he's a white blood cell.
True.
That would be a trip. But
True.
you know, I don't think they ever actually said what he was though.
He's plasma.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he
I
plasma?
think he said something.
I think.
But like everything is plasma.
Plasma,
That's just the
technically,
yeah.
state of being, you
Yeah.
know?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. But that was a good cartoon. I enjoyed that as a kid.
Yeah, so nominate that anime of the century.
Anime of the
And the anime
century.
of the century. Yeah. On that note, don't smoke.
Don't smoke.
That's how
What?
we're ending this. But yeah, I mean that's
Is that how Bill Murray got sick?
yeah,
Was it from smoking? In the movie.
I think so.
No, he ate something off the ground.
Oh no, but he was also like the reason why his like immune system was so bad was because he was like a smoker too. I think.
Was it? It's been so long.
It's been
I
so
don't
long.
remember.
Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah, don't
All
smoke.
See you next week.
And don't eat stuff off the ground.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't even off the ground. It was like he was at the zoo because that was his job. And a
Yeah.
monkey took the egg out of his pocket and he took the egg back from the monkey that had already had it in his mouth.
Is that what happened?
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
No, really?
Man, you
Dang.
really remember
Yeah,
this movie.
I don't. That movie came out like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
At least.
I mean, yeah. Well, anyways, have a good one. Thanks for watching.
Bye.